Here's what happened round 11 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of West Nusa Tenggara on the island of Lombok in Indonesia. MX2 Race 1, and that man again, Sasha Coonan, with his 10th foxhole shot of the season, but rushed in a little too hot, and by the time he got to turn 2, Langenfelder was leading from Adamo, Kai de Wolf, Lucas Coonan, Mikkel Harp in there as well. And then Sasha Coonan, Everts a few positions further back. Early on, Kai de Wolf got himself into second. This is on the opening lap, and we'll see a drone shot. Bottom of your screen, Zanke crashes at the back, but at the top of the screen, you see Mikkel Harp up the inside of Lucas Coonan as he moves into 4th place. Adamo then tipped out of a position on the opening lap. He then went down to 5th or 6th, and then Lucas Coonan tipped over at the start of the race. He re-emerged in 13th position. Just before the halfway mark, Simon Langenfelder fell from the lead, and he would pick himself up in 3rd. But as the race went on, he just lost his rhythm a little bit. Adamo went through late on as well. So too did Lucas Coonan's younger brother, Sasha. That was here. And then just after that, Liam Everts went through as well. All of a sudden, Langenfelder was down in 6th place. That was Everts going through right there. Langenfelder would finish in 6th by the time the checkered flag came out. Kai de Wolf had about a 3-second advantage with 3 seconds to go over Mikkel Harp. He made that mistake there. This is how close they emerged as they came out of that turn over on the far side of the circuit. Lucas Coonan picked off Camden McClellan for 7th on the final 2 laps. McClellan in his first race back from injury. Last lap, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, in the same corner pretty much. Harp tips over from 2nd, hands that 2nd place to Adamo. Harp coming home in 3rd place, but it was de Wolf with his 6th win of the season from Adamo and Harp. And here's how it finished then. De Wolf, Adamo, Harp, Everts, and Sasha Coonan, Langenfelder, and Lucas Coonan, how important with that 7th place B come the end of the Grand Prix. In the second MX2 race, once again, it was Sasha Coonan from the middle of the gate, this time foxhole shot number 11. This time he didn't make the same mistake twice. He almost folded the front, though, going into the first turn. And actually, it was a completely different racetrack to what we had in race 1. A massive watering of the track, and it was a flood fest in places, a lot of puddles, a lot of mud, and it was very, very tricky conditions for the MX2 class. A few riders went down at the back there, but as the race unfolded and riders changed positions, one of those, and 2 of those changing positions, I should say, the 2 Nastan boys once again, that was for 2nd. And a lap later, Kai de Wolf down on the inside of his teammate once again to regain that 2nd place. So at that stage, it was Sasha Coonan leading from Kai de Wolf and Lucas Coonan. Zanke was still in 4th. But then, de Wolf eventually found his way into the lead. That was around about the halfway stage. Adamo once again got the better of Langenfelder. That was a lap or 2 later. That was for 5th. Lucas Coonan then found his way into 2nd with this pass on brother Sasha. That was around the same time. And then Harp got up the inside of Sasha Coonan to move into 3rd. He was definitely on the podium at this point, but also vying for the podium was Adamo. He was just off of it and then on it with that pass on Sasha Coonan. Both riders on the podium here until Harp tipped over on the final lap. Adamo went through, Coonan went through, Harp emerged in 5th just off the podium. But up front it was Kai de Wolf from Lucas Coonan. De Wolf with his 7th race win of the season, his first double race win of the year. Adamo was 3rd, Sasha Coonan 4th, Harp was 5th, and then we had Langenfelder. In the overall Grand Prix classification, De Wolf, Adamo, Lucas Coonan, with De Wolf his 4th win of the year, his 7th win of the or his 7th podium of the season, I should say. And then Adamo and Lucas Coonan both picking up their 4th podiums of the campaign. Championship then, de Wolf 65 points clear now of Lucas Coonan. It's in the Nastan 1-2. Langenfelder now drops to 3rd, 4 behind the Belgian.
Yeah, it was 2 really different races. The second one, the track was so overwatered, so there was puddles everywhere out on track. So it was a really difficult second moto, especially the beginning. But yeah, made some good passes in the opening lap and felt really comfortable out on track.
MXGP Race 1, Jeremy Seewer with the foxhole shot, his third of the campaign, coming across Tim Geiser, Jeffrey Hurlings, and the fast starting number 10 there. Look at Hawkmo around the outside here, but he eventually ran out of room. But as they reached turn 2, Hurlings tried to go around the outside, but by the end of the next straight, he was through into the lead. Prado out-dragged Geiser to move into third. By the end of the lap, both Geiser and Prado had found their way past Jeremy Seawer. This was Prado going through into second. A couple of corners later, it was Geiser that went through, pushing the Swiss back down to 4th place. That pass coming just here on the way to the Monster Energy double, and then through the next turn, that was Geiser going into that third. Then we thought we'd have a bit of a grandstand race. Calvin Valandren got the better of his teammate, Andrea Bonacorsi, to move from 6th to 5th. And then they went after Jeremy Seawer, and it would take until lap 13 before Calvin Valandren eventually slipped past the Swiss. There was a little bit of this going on beforehand, but eventually he did make the pass stick, did the South African, with 5 laps to go. Valandren out to 4th. And then on the final 2 laps, lap and a half, Andrea Bonacorsi, the teammate to Valandren, also found his way past Seawer to move into 5th. Seawer would have come home in 6th place. Jeffrey Hurlings, though, crossed the line for race win number 5 of the season from Prado and Geiser. Valandren, Bonacorsi and Seawer were next. And for Jeffrey Hurlings, race win number 197 now in his career. Prado there coming home in 2nd, Geiser 3rd, Valandren and Bonacorsi. MXGP Race 2. This time it was Tim Geiser who got to the foxhole shot line just ahead of Prado, but as they drifted each other wide, Hurlings up the inside, and he was looking to make it a 1-1 here. But the track still drying out from that MX2 race. Prado got there in 2nd, Geiser was there in 3rd. Halfway around the first lap, after hitting a wet sinkhole, Prado off the side of the track as he went after Hurlings. Geiser took over 2nd position. This was on the opening lap. Also, Calvin Valandren, whilst 4th chasing Prado, tipped out of 4th, picked himself up in 7th. And then top of your screen, Jeffrey Hurlings jumped into the right-hander, caught the edge of the rut wrong. He tipped out of 1st place. Geiser and Prado both went through. And then 2 laps later, Prado down the inside to take over the lead. Geiser tried to cut back. He caught the rear wheel of the Spaniard's Gas. And then a couple of laps later, as he was circulating in 2nd position, Hurlings found his way into the 2nd place, pushing Geiser down to 3rd, and a lap after that, he lost the front, then the back, and the strangest crash, high-sided out the side. He eventually came home in 5th place. Jorge Prado, though, went on to win race number 2, his 12th win of the season. Hurlings was 2nd, Seawer and Valandren with another 4th place finish, and the overall was Prado with a 2-1, his 7th win of the season, his 45th career victory. Hurlings on the podium 2nd, Valandren 4th, first podium of the year for Yamaha, and his 13th career, his first podium since Belgium 2022, round 14. Geiser started the weekend 34 points clear, it's now 22 over Prado. Hurlings is 36 further back, Valandren 4th, 7 ahead of Seawer.
So happy with the victory. I've been riding very good all season long. It's a pity I lost with some mistakes in the last moto in Majora at the DNF. So came back strong here in Indonesia. The conditions were very tough, very, very physical. Pretty much the race was about physics and a bit of riding as well. But no, super happy with my performance.